Hi Sagittarius, and welcome back to your extended. So this is the card that we got for the physical work, making new beginnings. You are sneaking away. So there's two groups of you in here. This is just a general reading. Whatever resonates, and whatever does not resonate simply is not your story. So you are sneaking away from something. There's two groups of you in here. One group of you knows exactly what you're doing and where you're going. And that same group is being really sneaky about where you're going and how you're going about things, and you're not letting anybody know your plans because you don't want nobody to jinx your plans. You don't want anybody's negative opinions. You don't even want to tell your family members what you're planning on doing. You're keeping your mouth shut. I think that the only person that knows what you're doing is a very close best friend and maybe a particular coworker. I do not think that there are more than two people that know, unless they are part of the plan, like they're coming with you in, as a group. And then there's another group of you that wants to sneak away, but you just have no idea how. You have no idea how, okay? So let's clear that. Get rid of the how. Get rid of the how. No, no, no. There is no how. Nope. It's not about how. It's about you. What? What is your decision? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Don't allow a lack of decision making to be an excuse of why you don't successfully sneak away. This is something that is going to take a couple months, so don't rush things. There's circumstances, and it's going to require months of planning. For a very few of you, it will be yearly planning. The majority of you are going to be able to pull off this plan, this move, in less than a year. So, Sagittarius, what I'm getting for you is where you have been this entire time, where you have been the last 3 years, I want to say. You've been turned off. You've been disappointed. You've been disgusted with people's energy, people's personalities, people's behavior, people's drama, people's BS. And you've only had yourself to rely on. You've only had yourself to depend on. Sorry about my shaky camera. I just can't find a comfortable angle where I can put the camera without it being shaky. I haven't found that right angle yet. We have the Goddess of Water for the inner work. What do you need to move on from internally? Internally, I feel that you need to move on from something having to do with blame, guilt, shame, regret. You made a mistake in your past. For some of you, this could have been a relapse, and you just can't get over it. You can't get over those bad memories. Those bad memories will not disappear. They will disappear, but they're not meant to disappear yet because they're meant to protect you. So every time you get any kind of temptation or sensation to go backwards in progression, you think about those memories that haunt you and you snap back into reality and you realize, no, I'm going to stay on the right path. You need to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for those mistakes that you made. God does not ultimately judge the milk that is spilt. It's expected for that milk to be spilt. What matters to Great Source, to Great Spirit, is your intention. And you have an intention to change, the courage to change. The spiritual work here is comparing yourself. Comparing yourself. This card has come up so much. People comparing themselves with others. Also protecting yourself from people that might be carrying things. But where in your life are you comparing yourself to others in a spiritual sense? There is no need for that. There's no need to compare yourself, because ultimately your final decisions are very similar to other people's final decisions. So why does it matter to compare your progression with others? You're always comparing your progression with others, and you have no idea what those people are. You're comparing yourself to clones. You're comparing yourself to hybrids. You're comparing yourself to reptilians. You're comparing yourself to humanoids. You're comparing yourself to AI, you know? There's no need to compare yourself with others, because there's another version of you that is not limited to your physical body. It's like the real version of you is just waiting for your physical one to reunite. So it's a complete waste of time to compare yourself when the whole point is to reunite with the true version of you that is outside of this physical reality, is the best way that I can explain it. It's so difficult to put so many things in words. I feel like the English language is so limited. Moving to the rhythm of your soul. Exactly. This is exactly what we were talking about. Moving to your own beat. You don't gotta look at how other people are dancing. You don't have to look at how other people are doing things. You don't have to look at how other people are doing what you're doing. Everyone is meant to do it slightly different. Everybody has a different signature. We have strategy over here. Needing to make a completely different new strategy if you haven't already for that group. And then there's that other group that has a strategy. You already have a secret strategy, and I suggest to continue not showing it to anybody, because I completely support that idea. I support that idea of not letting people know your plans, because you don't want them to jinx it with their negative opinions until after you already did it. And then you can say, hey, look at me. I'm living in Brazil now. I already did it. Here I am. I'm living in Brazil. So then if anybody has a negative opinion, it doesn't matter, because you already did it. You already did it. Sagittarius, I am loving your energy, by the way. Today, you have been number... I am terrible at math, I tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what I thought. You are number 10. And for the first time, I'm actually liking the energy of the reading. of the person I'm doing the reading for, because sometimes I have to do readings for certain energies that are not fun. And this one is like a breath of fresh air. Like you're doing things. You're doing things. You're moving things. You're moving energy. For the group of you that has not decided yet, because there is a group of you that is undecisive. For those of you, you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision, even if you feel like there is no decision to be made. When this card comes out, it's telling you that you are restricting yourself to physical limitations. Spiritual and energetic energies have no limitations. Do you understand? So you think that your possibilities just go up to here, but they go up way higher than that. So don't be afraid to make that choice in a seemingly choiceless situation. Take that first step and great opportunities will emerge for you and those involved. Trust that every road is a route to your destiny. Believe in yourself, okay? So for that group of you that is undecided on how to sneak away from your life, why are you putting any restrictions? Why are you putting any limitations? If there are any restrictions, if there are any limitations, they are temporary. They are just temporary. It's just until the end of the contract. It's just until the end of the lease. So make that decision and stop saying that you can't because of this and you can't because of that. We're cleared that already. There is no how. It's become what now? What? What do you want? Make that decision. Don't let people in on your ideas. Don't let people in unless you truly trust them and they are supportive and they're not a negative Nancy. They're not a naysayer. Don't let people know what you're thinking, because for those of you who have not decided yet on where you're trying to go, you have an idea and your idea is crazy to people. So don't talk about it. Your idea is moving to a completely different country, a completely different town, that will involve you separating yourself from people who are codependent, and they're like energy vampires. There's like these energy vampires around you that just want to see what you're doing. And I forgot what my point was. I forgot what my point was with that, but they don't want to see you go. They don't want to see you go, because if you go, then they will have nothing to energy vamp. So then don't tell them where you're headed. Do you understand? Are you in separation? If you are in separation, or there's like a lot of distance between you and the person that you're interested, and that person for some reason can't tell you something, what would they like to say? Mind you that sometimes multiple people will try to come through, and they're not necessarily messages from all one person. Sometimes it's all one person, sometimes it's multiple people, sometimes it's energy vamps that just can't get over the fact that they were rejected and somebody else was chosen. Okay, so we had, I wish I had treated you better. Oh my. Somebody regrets you getting away. I get that strongly. Like, you were dealing with somebody. I know you probably don't care and you don't want to hear it anymore because it's somebody from your past and you moved on. But this person regrets how they treated you. They thought that by playing mind games that they would lure you into their life, without realizing that the more that they continued with the mind games, the more they turned you off. And they turned you all the way off. And that person still looks for you. My life is not as together as it seems. Somebody that wants to go towards you so badly, but they feel like they have nothing to offer you. And they're nervous. They're so nervous to come together, to come towards you. And it's so sad because I feel like there's a group here that needs them to. They don't care if you don't have nothing to offer. They need you to come forward. And that person not coming forward is just ruining the relationship by not coming forward, because it's creating more and more and more and more rocks in their relationship. Ugh, I feel you leaving me behind. Okay, I need to find my deck. Sorry. Our colors. Where you are going, where you are headed. For those of you who know what you're doing and you're keeping it a secret, you are going to be so much happier there. And right now you need the strength to survive the next 8 to 9 months. Because you're not getting what you want right now. It's an investment. It's a process. And let me just tell you, whenever you finally do that, where did that card go? Whenever you finally do sneak away to your new life, you're going to be so happy. You're going to be untouchable. Colors. What colors does Sagittarius need to incorporate more in their life during this time? I cannot wait to check in with you a year from now and see where you're at and what you're doing. Yes. We have Emerald, calming your mind, body, and soul. Absolutely. This is what's going to help you get through the semester. Is just focusing on what calms you, what calms your mind, what calms your body, what calms your soul, working with the color Emerald to heal traumas and tensions and resentments and guilt and shame that you have towards yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.